For what feels like forever, if you thought drone, you thought DJI. They weren't just the king of the market. They were the entire royal family, sitting on a throne built of propellers and circuit boards. Well, that reign might be on the verge of a serious shakeup. A new challenger hasn't just entered the ring, it's here to flip the whole sport on its head. Insta360's new anti-gravity drone has arrived, and it poses a real threat of making your DJI drone feel, well, a bit old-fashioned. So today, we're breaking down every detail of the Insta360 Antigravity, putting it head-to-head with its biggest rival, and figuring out if it really has what it takes to end DJI's dynasty. The gathering storm, a market ready for disruption. Before we get into the drone itself, you need to understand the battlefield. For years, the formula was simple. If you wanted a great consumer drone, you bought a DJI. End of story. They owned a massive piece of the market. Some reports put their US share as high as 85%. The Mavic and Mini drones became the go-to for pretty much everyone. But lately, a storm's been brewing. In 2025, DJI has been hit with some serious headwinds, especially in the United States. They're tangled up in regulatory questions, facing potential government security reviews, and dealing with major customs delays that are squeezing their supply chain. We've seen retailers run out of stock, and just getting your hands on a new DJI has become a real challenge. All of this has created a power vacuum, leaving the door wide open for a serious competitor. And right on cue, the company famous for turning camera tech upside down has decided to jump in. Insta360, the undisputed champ of 360-degree cameras, just launched a totally new, independent drone brand called Antigravity. And this isn't just some copycat move, it's a direct response. Just like DJI recently stepped onto Insta360's turf with its own 360 camera, Insta360 is returning the favor and taking the fight to the sky. The stage is perfectly set for a market disruption, and the anti-gravity drone is the lightning strike. The challenger, meet the Insta360 Antigravity. So, what exactly is the anti-gravity? First off, forget what you know about drones. This isn't just another small update or rehashed design. It looks like Insta360 has rethought what a flying camera should be from the ground up. The showstopper feature, the one that changes the entire game, is its ability to capture full, spherical 8K 360-degree video. Using a dual lens system, one on top, one on the bottom, the anti-gravity sees the entire world around it, all at once. This completely solves one of the biggest headaches of flying a drone, framing your shot. With a DJI, you're trying to be a pilot and a camera operator at the same time, constantly tweaking the drone's position and gimbal angle. If you miss the moment, the shot is gone forever. With anti-gravity, that stress is just gone. The whole idea is shoot first, frame later. You just fly, and then in editing, you can point the camera wherever you want. You can create a video with a forward flight path, a dramatic look backward, and a top-down view, all from one simple flight. It's a creative superpower. The next brilliant move is the drone's physical design. It's built to be invisible. The body, the arms, the props, they're all carefully tucked out of the view of the lenses, so the drone effectively erases itself from the final footage. This gives you a clean, floating camera look that's basically impossible to get with a normal drone, where you're always trying to keep the propellers out of the shot. And then there's the weight. The anti-gravity clocks in under 249 grams. That's the magic number. In the US and a lot of other countries, it means you can fly it without the headache of government registration, which is a huge deal for casual users. It's a direct shot at DJI's most popular line, the Mini series. Finally, it seems to be designed for literally everyone. Insta360 is pushing how intuitive and beginner-friendly the controls are, with rumors of FPV goggle support, motion controllers, and even touchscreen tracking, making it approachable for creators and families who've never touched a drone before. The champion, why DJI still wears the crown. Okay, but let's not get carried away. Before we can call this a DJI killer, we have to give the champion its due. DJI's dominance is no accident. They've spent years setting the gold standard for flight stability, reliability, and smart features. Their Q-Sync transmission system is famous for providing a rock-solid video feed over insane distances. Drones like the DJI Mini 4 Pro and Air 3S are absolute workhorses. They are incredibly easy to fly, are loaded with smart obstacle avoidance systems, and have automated flight modes like active attract that just work. Plain and simple. For that classic, streamlined drone experience where you just want to fly from A to B and get a beautiful, forward-facing shot, DJI is the proven, trusted name. Their software is mature, their ecosystem of accessories is huge, and their hardware is battle-tested. Any new drone, no matter how cool, has a huge hill to climb to match that level of performance and trust. DJI's crown is heavy for a reason, and they won't let it go easily. Alright, so we've met the challenger and the champion. This whole battle really boils down to two totally different ways of thinking about creating from the air. Before we get into the head-to-head comparison, I want to hear from you. Based on what you've heard so far, what gets you more excited? The total creative freedom of shoot first, frame later, or the polished, reliable precision of a traditional drone? Drop your initial thoughts in the comments below. The showdown, anti-gravity versus DJI. This is where things get interesting. Let's break it down by what matters most. Camera and creative freedom. This is anti-gravity's knockout punch. A DJI drone, even with its amazing Hasselblad sensors, only captures one point of view. You point, you shoot. The anti-gravity captures every point of view. Being able to reframe 8K footage after you've landed is a genuine game changer. It unlocks storytelling ideas a DJI drone simply can't do. Think about tracking a car and then, in the edit, creating a whip pan to the sky all from one clip. Now, in a side-by-side test, DJI's pure image quality, with its larger sensors pointed forward, might be sharper, but it's fighting a different war. Anti-gravity wins on creative flexibility, period. It's not just about image quality, it's about the types of videos you can create. For creators on TikTok or YouTube Shorts, being able to export multiple videos in different aspect ratios from a single flight is a massive workflow boost. Flight performance and ease of use here, DJI has the home field advantage. Years of work have made DJI drones incredibly stable and predictable, even when it's windy. Their obstacle avoidance systems are sophisticated and see in multiple directions. Insta360 says the anti-gravity will have smart safety features, and leaked photos do show some front-facing sensors. But it's a brand new product. It's pretty unlikely that it will match DJI's mature flight controls and safety record on day one. For the pilot who needs that rock-solid stability in tough conditions, DJI is probably the safer bet, at least for now. However, for a total beginner, Insta360's focus on intuitive, app-based flying might feel less intimidating. The ecosystem and the app DJI's Fly app is polished and packed with features. But Insta360's secret weapon might be its software experience from its 360 cameras. Their mobile editing app is known for being incredibly powerful and full of AI tools that make the complex job of reframing 360 video shockingly simple. This is huge. The hardware is only half the story. The software that lets you easily create something amazing from that giant 8K 360 file is just as important, and Insta360 has proven they're great at it. Plus, Anti-Gravity is trying something unique with the Anti-Gravity Hub, a community platform where users can suggest ideas and vote on future features. This open-door approach is a big contrast to DJI's more closed-off ecosystem and could build a ton of user loyalty and drive innovation fast. So, is the Insta360 Anti-Gravity a true DJI killer? The answer isn't a simple yes or no. It really comes down to what kind of user you are. This drone is not going to replace every single DJI drone out there, but it absolutely could kill DJI's dominance in the huge consumer and content creator space. For the professional aerial photographer or the surveyor who needs maximum flight stability and the best possible traditional video, DJI still holds the crown. Their drones are specialized tools that do one job incredibly well. But for the modern content creator, the vlogger, the traveler, or anyone who prizes creative freedom over technical specs, the Insta360 Antigravity is a revolution. It solves the biggest pain points of flying a drone, the fear of missing the shot, and the complexity of getting it right. It makes capturing mind-bending, cinematic video available to everyone. It's not just a flying camera, it's a floating, all-seeing eye that lets you be the director long after the flight is over. It doesn't just compete with the DJI mini-series, it offers a totally different and, for For a lot of people, a much more exciting reason to fly. It changes the question from how do I fly to get the shot, to what amazing story can I tell from this flight. We're watching a massive shift in the drone world. For the first time in a long time, DJI has a competitor that isn't just trying to play the same game better, but is trying to change the rules of the game entirely. The Insta360 Antigravity, with its mix of 8K 360 video, an invisible design, and a focus on the user, is more than just a new drone. It's a new way to create. While DJI's throne isn't empty yet, the castle is officially under siege. The era of their undisputed rule is over. But the most important question is for you. Would you switch from DJI to the new Insta360 Antigravity? Is the creative freedom of 360 video enough to pull you away from the trusted performance of DJI? Let me know what you think in the comments. If you found this breakdown helpful, make sure to subscribe for more deep dives into the latest tech. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.